Welcome to my channel. Here we are going to be working on this bracket as we are going to draw the orthographic views in first angle projection with the front elevation in the direction of arrow X. Okay, so after the orthographic views in first angle projection, so we are going to have a video for the sectional view with cutting plane AA in this direction, as you can see it here. Then we also draw that of cutting plane BB in direction of this cutting plane BB. Alright, so for the front elevation that you want to draw, the object is being viewed in direction of arrow X. So we are going to see this surface, then we see this surface, then we see the whole of this surface as we have it here. So we are going to start with the construction of this surface. So let's talk about the dimensions that we have on this surface. So we have that distance from here to here is 12 millimeters. So the same that applies to this from here to here is 12 millimeters. And then we have that the distance from this point to this point is addition of 50 plus 115 millimeters. So this 50 that we have here from here to this point is for us to locate the center of this part. Okay, then we have to take a measurement of 115 from here to this end. Then we also have that for us to get the vertical center line of these circles here, we will take a measurement of 42 from this end to this point, and for the horizontal center line that we have here, we will take a measurement of 42 millimeters down. Then the diameter of this circle here is 34 millimeters, while the radius of this arc is 28 millimeters. So that is where we are going to start from. We are going to construct this face first. Alright, let's start. The first thing that we are going to do is to draw this line up here. So we are going to draw the line first. So that is the first thing that we are going to do. So I will come up like this, and then I will draw a horizontal line, so like this on this line, and then on the paper. Then I'm going to draw a short vertical line at this end here, a short vertical line like this. Okay, then I will take a measurement of 50 millimeters. Okay, so I will take 50 millimeters. So this is 50 millimeters here. Then from here I will take a measurement of 115 millimeters. So this is at 100 millimeters. Then I need additional 15 millimeters to this. So this is 15 millimeters, so making 115 millimeters. At this point also, I will draw a short vertical line at this point, a short vertical line at this point. So I'm going to take a measurement of 12 millimeters down, as we have the thickness there as we see it in diagram to be 12 millimeters. I will come to this end here and take a measurement of 12 millimeters down. So this is 12 millimeters here. So we have 12 millimeters. Alright, so then the next thing that I'm going to do, as I said, that for us to draw this circle, we need to take a measurement of 42 millimeters from this end to this point, and we take 42 millimeters down. So that's how we can get that circle and the arc drawn. So I'm going to take a measurement of 42 millimeters from this end, so 42 millimeters from this point. Okay, so I will take 42 millimeters forward, so this is 42 millimeters. Then I'm going to draw a vertical center line along this part. So I will draw a vertical center line down like this. Okay, so we have this. Then I will take a measurement of 42 millimeters down on this vertical center line. So this is 42 millimeters. Then I'm going to draw a horizontal center line, so like this. Okay, alright, so we have this now. So the next thing that I'm going to do is to draw the circle and the arc. Alright, to draw the circle and the arc, I have to take a measurement of 17 millimeters, as we have that the diameter of the circle is 34 millimeters. So we take 17 millimeters as the radius of the circle, because diameter is 34. So we take 17 millimeters on the ruler. So we put the pinpoint here. Okay, then we draw the circle. So it goes like this. So we draw the circle. All right, so we have the circle in place right now. So then for the arc, so the diameter of the radius of the arc is 28. So the radius is what we are given there. So we take 28 millimeters, 28 millimeters. So this is 28 millimeters here. So I put the pinpoint here and I will draw an arc. So I will draw an arc like this. So draw an arc like this. So I'll just stop it here like this for now. So if I need to make it thick, so I'll do that. So what I need to do now is to join a point on this arc to this point where we have that 12. So I will join these 2 points together like this. Okay, then I need to join there's a point here that I need to join together with this point. So I'm going to use this set square to connect these 2 points together. So I will connect these 2 points together with a straight line. So set the set square or the ruler and join this point together. So the point is on the circle, just move like this. Okay, so join these 2 points together. So we may need to clean this. If you have used a pencil, I will have cleaned this one. Okay, so we are done with this surface that we have here. So I can make this line, so I can make it a thick line at once. So let me make it a thick line. So from here to this end, so we make it a thick line like this. All right, so and then so I also need to make this line. So this short line, I'll make it a thick line like this, and I'll also make this a thick line, so like this. Okay, so we have this for now. So now, so let's go and see the next thing that we are to do. All right, the next thing that we are going to do is to work on this face here. So first of all, we need to get the center, so which is 50 millimeters from this end, and we have already taken that measurement of 50 millimeters. Okay, then we have the distance from here to here is 66 millimeters, and then we also have that the center of these circles from this line is 45 millimeters, and also we have that the diameter of this big circle here is 48 millimeters. Also, then we also have that the diameter of this circle is 34 millimeters, while the diameter of this small circle inside all that we have here is 20 millimeters. So we are going to produce this face here on this object. So let's see how it goes. All right, so we need to draw a vertical center line here. So we draw a vertical center line. So as we have taken that 50, so we draw a vertical center line. So this is the vertical center line here as we have it here. All right, so then I'm going to take a measurement of 45 millimeters up. 45 millimeters up, so this is 45 millimeters. So along this point, I'm going to draw horizontal center line for us to produce, okay, for us to produce the circles. So we draw horizontal center line, and before that, so that 66 that we have, so we are going to divide it to 2. So I divide 66 by 2, that will give us 33 millimeters. So here we have from this point, we take 33 millimeters to the left side. Okay, so this is 33, and I will take 33 millimeters to the right side. This is 33, so making 66. So let's stop that for now. So what we are going to do now is to take the measurement of we divide 48 by 2 for the big circle, and that will give us 24. So we take a measurement of 24 millimeters. So this is 24 millimeters here. So we put the pinpoint at this point here, and then we draw a circle. So we draw a circle, so radius 24 millimeters and diameter 48 millimeters. So we draw this circle, so as I've done it here. So the next thing that we are going to do, so the one of diameter 34 millimeters, so we divide that by 2, and we have 17 millimeters. Take measurement of 17 millimeters for the circle that follows this one. So we take 17 millimeters. Okay, so this is 17 millimeters here. So we put in the pinpoint here and we draw the circle. So it goes like this. Okay, All right, so we have the circle in place. So I need to. All right, so we have the circle. Then the next one, we have the one of radius 10, diameter 10, 20 millimeters, radius 10. So we take 10 millimeters. So this is 10 millimeters. So putting the pinpoint here, and we go on and draw the circle gently. So the radius is small. Okay, so we draw the circle. So we gently draw the circle. Okay. All right, so we draw the circle. So we have the circle in place. So those are the three circles that we have here. Okay, so the next thing that we are going to do is to join this point together with this big circle. We also join this point together with this big circle, and it goes like this. So we make it a thick line at once. So we join it together. So with a point on this circle, so this point, so we join it together with this point like this. Okay, and then on this side we also do the same thing. So joining this point together with a point on the big circle, so we have it like this. So this is the front elevation of that part that we have there in the bracket. So the next thing that we are going to do is to work on this part that we have here to produce this surface, though it's going to be a rectangle. So the thickness from here to here is 8 millimeters, and also the center line here is we are also making use of this 42 millimeters to get the center line here. Okay, and then we also have that the curve that we have here. So the curve that we have there, this curve that we have in here, so we have it the distance from here to here to be 15 millimeters, while the radius of this curve, this outer curve, is 16 millimeters. Okay, so let's start and see how we are going to work that out. So the first thing that we are going to do is that, so this center line that we have here, so this point that we have taken here, this 42 that we took here, we are going to extend it a bit, so for us to be able to take a distance of 8 millimeters up. So we have this, so we take a measurement of 8 millimeters up, so this is 8 millimeters, and then we are going to draw horizontal line here. So here we have the horizontal line. Okay, so then from this point, so from this center here, so we have the distance from this center, the center of this semicircle, okay, which is also the same as center of this curve here, to be 36 millimeters. So let's take a measurement of 36 millimeters. So we divide 36 by 2, and that will give us 18 millimeters. So we take 18 millimeters to the left side, and we take 18 millimeters to the right side. So we have this now. Okay, so the next thing that we are going to do is that, since the radius of distance from here to here, is 15 millimeters, it means that the diameter of this small semicircle here is 15 millimeters. So we divide that by 2, that will give us 7.5. So we have to take a measurement of 7.5 from this line. We take 7.5, but I will make it 8 millimeters, because that 7.5 we may not be able to get it to get exact length of that 7.5. So from here I will also take 8 millimeters to this side from this point. So we take 8 millimeters to this side. So this is 8 millimeters. So this line is going to be hidden in the front elevation. So it's going to be hidden in the front elevation. So we make it short dashes line like this. Okay, so it'll be drawn with short dashes line, so we can't see it in the front elevation. I will also do the same thing here, so making it short dashes line. Then the one of radius 16 millimeters, the one of radius 16 millimeters, also from this center. So radius 16 millimeters from this center. So we take a measurement of 16 millimeters from this center to this side. So I think I will need to extend this line. So I need to extend this line a bit to the left side, and also let me extend this a bit. So we are going to take a measurement of 16 millimeters from this point here. Okay, so we take a measurement of 16 millimeters from here. So 16 millimeters, so here is 16 millimeters here. Okay, then I will also take 16 from this point to this side. So this is 16 millimeters. So now we are going to complete the rectangle. So we are going to make this line a thick line from here down. So we also do the same thing here, a thick line from here down, and then we make this, the whole of this, a thick line all to this end, from this point to this end here. Okay, so we have the front elevation in place. All right, so here we have the front elevation in place, as you can see it here. So now let's work on the plan. Let's work on the plan. Okay, so what we are going to see here for the plan, so we have this surface, so we are going to have this rectangle. Okay, so we have this rectangle, and then we are going to see this surface, and then we are going to see this part, we are going to see it. So we are going to see this part, and then we are going to see this cylindrical part, though the circles that we have in it, so they will be hidden from us, so we have to take that into consideration. And also these circles here will be hidden. We also have one within this that will be hidden from us. So there will be a line at this point that will be hidden, and also at this point that will be hidden from us. So we have that the length from here to here is 66 millimeters, 66 millimeters. So let's work on that. So first of all, we come down a little bit. So we come down a little bit from the front elevation, and we draw horizontal line. So we draw horizontal line, so to this side. So having drawn the horizontal line, the next thing that we are going to do is that we are going to project lines. So I will make use of what we have here. From this point, I'm going to draw a vertical line. So we draw a vertical line down from this point. Then I will also come to this point here. I will draw a vertical line down. So I will come to this point. So I will come to this point here. I will draw a vertical line down. Okay, so that will make our work more easier. Then I will come to this point, then I will draw a vertical line. At this point also, I will draw a vertical line down. Okay, so this center line, I need to extend it a bit, so it comes down like this. Okay, so we have it like this. So coming to this point also, I will draw a vertical line down. So at this point, I will draw a vertical line. Okay, and then at this point, so I will also draw a vertical line. At the center here, I will draw a vertical center line down. Okay, so we have this. So also coming to this point up here, so I will just need to take my set square up. So I will draw a vertical line down here. So from this circle also, I will draw a vertical line down. Okay, so from this point on this circle, I will also draw a vertical line. Okay, so coming to this side, I will do the same thing. So draw a vertical line down. So at this point on this circle, I will draw a vertical line. So at this point on this big circle, I will draw a vertical line. Then at this point, I will also draw a vertical line here. And coming to this end, I will draw a vertical line. So this will make the work faster and more easier. So then I'm going to take a measurement of 66 millimeters. 66 millimeters here. So this is 66 millimeters at this point. Okay, so here I'm going to draw a horizontal line. So I'll draw a horizontal line to this end. So I will need to extend this line to touch this. Okay, and for this I will also extend it. Okay, so this, okay, I'll draw this. So and then I'll draw this line. So draw this line. So draw this line. Okay, all right. So now what we have to do now is to work out some things. So the first thing that I'm going to do is that, so for the rectangle, so we are going to have all its edges to be drawn thick. Okay, all right. So we make the rectangle. So we draw all its edges to be a thick line. Okay, so I will also make this line a thick line. So from here to this end. Okay, so we have this, and then so this line we also make it a thick line from here to this end, and then I will also do the same thing here also. So from here to this end here. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to do here is to work on the hidden part, so which is this point. So this will be hidden. So there's a line here that goes down, it will be hidden, and also we have the same thing here. So we have the thickness is also 12 millimeters. So I'm going to take a measurement of 12 millimeters up here. So 12 millimeters here, this is 12 millimeters. Okay, then I will come to this end and take 12 millimeters up. This is 12 millimeters. So I will come like this with my T-square. Now we draw. So I will draw this with short dashes line, so it is hidden. I will draw the short dashes line. I will draw it to the end. So I'll pause the video while I do that. Alright, the next thing that we are going to do is that, so this hole is hidden within this part, and it's also hidden within this part. Okay, so this hole, we have it within here, and also for this one we also have within here. So we are going to draw this with short dashes line. So we draw short dashes line here. Okay, so I just put 2. So just, okay, so I will do the same thing here like this. Okay, so we also have for this, so we draw with short dashes line, and the same thing applies to this. We also draw with short dashes line. Alright, so we have this now. Okay, so the next thing that we are going to do here is to work on this part that we have here. We are going to see the whole of this. Okay, so we need to locate the midpoint. So we divide 36 by 2, and that will give us 33. So we take a measurement of 33 millimeters. So this is 33 millimeters here. So I'm going to draw a horizontal center line. So from here, okay, so it goes like this. Alright, so we have this now. So the next thing that I'm going to do, we are going to see the curve. Okay, we are going to see the curve, and also we have the straight line. So for the curve, so what I'm going to do is to put, so we have the big curve. So from this center, so this is, okay, I need to draw a vertical line from the center. So this is their center, and this also their center. So I need to draw, I will just mark it. So I will not draw it all down. So I'll just mark it here on this line. So this is where we have the center. So this is where we have the center. And then for here, I will also come here and mark it here. So we have this. So this is center on this side. So I'm going to take the compass. So put the pinpoint here at this point. Okay, so I'll put it here, and I will draw an arc. Okay, semicircle. Alright, so we took that 16 from this line, so I need to draw this line. So I need to draw this line. Okay, so I'll draw it as a center line, because it's when we draw that semicircle, it must touch this line. Okay, so the same thing on this side, so it must touch this line. Okay, so we have this. So I'm going to put the pinpoint here, and then I will extend to this point and draw the big semicircle, so which goes like this. Alright, so we have the big semicircle on this side like this. Then I will draw the small one. So that one I need to take it easy. So because the radius is small, so I'll just turn like this. Okay. Okay, so we have this. Then I will turn it to this side. So we have this. Then coming to this point here. So here also I will draw from here to this side for the small one. Now we also do the same thing here. So very careful or carefully. Okay, so then I will draw the big one from here. So the big semicircle. So I will extend the compass to this point, and I will turn it to this side, and also turn this one to this side here. So we have this to touch this line. Alright, so we have this now. So what I need to do now is that I'm going to join this point together. So draw a straight line to connect them, and here also I'll do the same thing. So drawing a straight line to connect them together. Okay. um, all right, so we have this. Okay, so we also need to draw a line from here to connect these 2 points together, and we also connect these 2 points together with a straight line as we see it in the given figure. All right, so that is done. So let's look at the next thing that we are going to do here. So with the plan, so for this part that we have here, so which is the next thing that we are going to do, so we need to take note of the depth of this for us to draw this. So we have that this is 6 millimeters deep. Okay, the 6 millimeters deep, and then we have that the length from here to here is 55 millimeters. We also need to take note of this distance from here to here. So we need to take note of that distance. So which means that that 55 we are going to divide into two, and then before that we need to extend this horizontal center line to this end so that we can take the measurement that we need to take. Okay, so first of all, 55 by 2, so that will give us 20, so that's 27.5. 27.5. So we take a measurement of 27.5, but I will make it 28 millimeters. So from this center I will take 28 millimeters down. So this is 28 millimeters here. So we have 28 millimeters. And from here, we also take a measurement of 28 millimeters. This is 28 millimeters here. So at this point, I'm going to draw a horizontal line. So here, I will draw a horizontal line from here to this side. And coming here also, I will draw a horizontal line from here to here. Okay, so we have this now. All right, so then so that distance that we have taken, so that is going to represent the end of the object. So let me show you what that length, so it's going to represent this line, this part, and to represent this part on this side. And then the next thing that we are going to do is that we need to take a measurement of 6 millimeters inward. So for the depth of this one, so this one is 6 millimeters in the bigger one. So we take 6 millimeters inward. So this is so the 6 millimeters. So looking at it, it falls. Okay, I have the 6 millimeters here. This is 6 millimeters. Okay, so I will also come here and take 6 millimeters inward. So looking at what I have here is like it falls within this line. So I'll just use this line as that 6 millimeters in. So that is what I'm going to do. Okay, this line is not straight. All right, so we have that. So that's what I'm going to do. So for this line, we are going to see this line as a thick line. So it will be a thick line. So from here to this end, like this, and then we also make it a thick line from here to this end here. All right, so we have this now. So and then we are going to make this line, make it a thick line from here to here, and this also will be a thick line, so from this point to this point here. All right, so we have this. So other thing that we have here, so for this one, so this will be hidden for this one particular one. So a part of it, so we just have it at the front here to be drawn with short dashes line. Okay, so I'll also draw this with short dashes line. Okay, so we have the same thing here. So we draw with short dashes line. So we also have it here drawn with short dashes line. That is its edge. So while this inner one, so it will be hidden completely. So it will be hidden completely. That is from this point. So from this point here, so we produce short dashes line. okay, to this end, and we also have the same thing here. From this point we produce short dashes line, so all to this end here. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so what other thing that we have there? So we have this part here. So we have this part. So we are taking a measurement of 9 millimeters from this point inward. So 9 millimeters from this point inward. So we take 9 millimeters. So this is 9 millimeters here. Okay, and the thickness of that part is a web. So the thickness of that web is 9 millimeters again. So we also take 9 millimeters from this point. We take 9 millimeters forward here. So this is 9 millimeters. Okay, so we also do the same thing on this side. We take 9 millimeters inward. Okay, then 9 millimeters, so in, so this is 9 millimeters. All right, so we are going to um, so from this point here, so we make this line a thick line from here to here. Okay, so we also make this, okay, I will also do the same thing on this side. So from here to here, so we make this a thick line, and we come to this point, and we also draw the line like this. Okay, so we also draw the line here like this for the web. So I will also come to this side and do the same thing. So draw line here like this, and draw it here also. Then I will come here, so draw the line like this, and here also I will draw the line. Alright, so this is how we are going to have it. Also, part of what we have here, so is that there is a line at this point that is hidden. The same thing here, and also for this part also. So we need to make this line, we need to join this together. So making it short dashes line, it is hidden from us when we are looking at it from the top. So make this line short dashes line. Okay, so to this point. Okay, and then we also join this together. So we make it short dashes line. So from here to this end. Okay, so then we also come here. So we do the same thing. So on this side, so make a short dashes line to this end. Okay, alright, so then coming here we also do the same thing. So making this short dashes line to this end here. Alright, so we have this. So this is the plan. So this is how it will look. Right, let's work on the right hand elevation of this object. So we are looking at it in this direction. We are going to see this face here. Okay, it's going to give us a rectangle. We see this rectangle. This will give us a rectangle, and then we are also going to see this as a rectangle, and this one we also see this one as a rectangle all together with this. So what we are going to do to make the work easy for ourselves is to project from the front elevation. So I will come to this point here. So I'll come to this point. So I'm going to draw a line. So from this point, so I'm going to draw, so from this point I will draw a horizontal line from this point to the left side. Then also from this point I will draw a horizontal line from here to this side. So extending this center line, so to the left side like this, and then from this point I will draw a horizontal line to this side. So at this point, so I will draw a horizontal line to this side. At this point also I will draw a horizontal line to this side, and at this point up here on this part here I will draw a horizontal line to this side. So coming to this point here I will draw a horizontal line to this side here. Okay, and then so this point I will also draw a horizontal line to this side. So this point I will draw a horizontal line to this side. From this point I will also draw a horizontal line from here to this side. The same thing here, horizontal line to this side, and then at this point here I will draw a horizontal line to this side. Alright, so we can easily produce the end elevation. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to draw a center line here. So here I will draw a center line. Okay, so I'll draw a center line here like this. Okay, so then coming to from this center line, from this center, the total length as we have in the front elevation, in the for the end elevation. So we have the distance from here to here is 66 millimeters. So from the center, I'm going to take a measurement of 33 millimeters to the left side, 33 millimeters to the left side, and 33 millimeters to the right side, so making it 66 millimeters. So we have this. Okay, so now for this part that we have here, so for this part that we have down here, so this part, so I'm going to take a measurement. So the thickness is 12 millimeters as given to us. So I'll take 12 millimeters from this point inward. This is 12 millimeters, and here also I'll take 12 millimeters inward. So this is 12 millimeters. Okay, so I'm going to draw a vertical line. Okay, about 12 millimeters. So this is 12 millimeters inward. Okay, all right, so I'm going to draw a vertical line from here. So I'll draw a vertical line, so from here to this point, touch this line like this. Okay, so and also I will come to this end, so draw a vertical line to touch this line. Okay, and from this point, so I should have made it a thick line at once, to be a thick line down here, and this will also be a thick line down here. And then from this point I will draw a vertical line to touch this line, and I will also do the same thing here, draw a vertical line to touch this line. So for the rectangle, so we make this a rectangle, so from here to this end. Okay, so we have this, and then coming here, so we also draw it as a rectangle. Okay, so coming down here, so coming down here, so I'll also make this a thick line like this. Okay, so and then I will make this also a thick line, so to this end. So this particular hole, so will be hidden from us, and it is within this part. So we draw this with short dashes line like this. So we also do the same thing here, short dashes line. Okay, so if I come up here, I will also do the same thing. So we draw with short dashes line. Okay, the same thing applies to this one. We draw with short dashes line. All right, so that is done. So now we now have this part here, so which is going to give us a rectangle. So the total distance, so as we have here, so if the radius of this one is 16, so it means that from the center here to this end is 16, from here to here is 16, so making 32. But we just take a measurement of 16 millimeters from this point. We take 16 millimeters to the left side and 16 millimeters to the right side. So we have this. So at this point, I'm going to draw this as a vertical line. So here I will draw this as a vertical line like this. Okay, so we have this, and we also have this. Okay, so this line now, so we make it a thick line, so make it a thick line like this. So and then the inner one, so the inner one, so we are to take a measurement of 8 millimeters inward, 8 millimeters inward. So this is 8 millimeters here, so here is 8 millimeters, and also from this point we take 8 millimeters inward, and then I'm going to draw this as a short dashes line. Okay, and I will also draw this as a short dashes line, because that part will be hidden. So other thing that we have here is to work on this part here. So so as we have here, so on the top here, okay, so the length of, as we have it here with 255 for the length. Let me bring the object for you to see. Okay, so we have that the length from here to here is 55 millimeters. So we are going to see it as a rectangle. So 55, so by that's 27.5. So I took 28 down here. I will also take 28 here. So at this point I take 28 to this side. This is 28 millimeters, and here also I will take 28 millimeters, so 28 millimeters. So okay, so this is 28 millimeters here. So at this point I'm going to draw a vertical line. So I will draw a vertical line. So it's going to be a thick line all through, to be a thick line all through. So we make it a thick line, so we draw like this, okay. And then coming to this end, we also draw like this. So we have this now. All right, so this line will be a thick line up here, to be a thick line up here like this, okay. Then before I work on this hole will be hidden from us. So we make this one short dashes line like this, okay. So make it short dashes line to this end, and also we also have the same thing here. So make it short dashes line, this. All right, so the center line we need to let's extend the center line. So we extend the center line. So we extend the center line. So it goes like this. All right, so that's the center line as we have it there. So other thing that we have to do here is to draw the elevation or the web. So for the web we need to draw it. So as we have here, we will take a measurement of 9 millimeters inward, and then we take this one, this is 9. So we do the same thing on both sides. So I will come on this line and take 9 millimeters in. So this is 9 millimeters here, and I will take 9 millimeters again, making it 18. Okay, so do the same thing on this side. I will take 9 millimeters in, then I will take another 9 millimeters in here. So we have this. So I'm going to draw this. Okay, so I'm going to draw this. So it will be a thick line. So it will be a thick line. So so from here down, be a thick line, and then for this one, so be a thick line. So and then so around this part it will be hidden, okay. So we have it like this, and also this will be ticking down, and then on this part it will be hidden, and then we also make this a thick line. But it goes beyond this, it goes up beyond this. So it goes up to so it goes up to around the center, so I'm going to make this a thick line, and then making this a thick line down here. Do the same thing on this side. So making this a thick line, and making this also a thick line to this end. Then we are going to have a little curve. So uh, just a little curve as we see it there like this. Okay, so I'll just leave it like this. Okay, so then we now make this one, we make this a thick line from here to this end, and a thick line here from here to this end here. And then so the circle here, this particular circle, not the inner, the small one, so this one here, so it is 6 millimeter deeper than the big one. So we take 6 millimeters here, we also take 6 millimeters here, and we draw um, so the end of that hole, we make it short dashes line, so it goes up like this. Okay, so we also do the same thing here, so it goes up like this. So draw short dashes line, so like this. Okay, so we have this now. So this is the end elevation, and as we have drawn this in first angle projection, this is actually the right end elevation. It's as simple as I've done it here. Thank you, and God bless you.